I wore flawless makeup and a deep -V dress on the day I divorced billionaire Richard Sterling. He glanced at me with open disdain. Dressed like that, already looking for your next target? I touched the ruby at my neck and smiled calmly. Yes. And you even know him. He laughed coldly. Delusional. You're E40 and divorced. Who would want you? If you beg, I might reconsider. I was offended. The night before, several men at my bachelor party had asked for my #1, had even jokingly proposed. Instead of heading to the courthouse, Richard drove elsewhere. Seeing my confusion, he said flatly, Valerie will be there today. Once the divorce is final, I'm marrying her. Just waited 20 years. So that was our marriage and arrangement, nothing more. Outside Valerie Hayes' house, I stepped out to buy water. When I returned, she was already in the passenger seat. Scarlett, I always sit in front with Richard, she said lightly. I said nothing and got into the back. Her gaze suddenly locked on my wrist. What a lovely bracelet. Give it to Valerie, Richard said without looking back. It was a gift from him years ago. Since I was remarrying soon, I removed it and handed it over. I have plenty at home. I'll send the rest if you like. Satisfied, Richard nodded. As long as you don't make trouble, I'll keep the divorce quiet. My phone buzzed. My fiancé's voice was warm. I've boarded. I'll see you soon. I smiled as I replied. Richard noticed in the mirror, irritation flashing in his eyes. Suddenly Valerie exclaimed, oh nah, he bracelet snapped. Richard turned furious. He flung the broken bracelet toward me and, in the chaos, my phone slipped from his hand and fell outside, ruined moments later. I demanded an explanation. He stopped the car and pulled me out abruptly. I stumbled, twisting my ankle. He dismissed my pain. You did this on purpose. How could you be so spiteful? Valerie avoided my eyes. I was already tired of defending myself. Yes, I said quietly. Believe whatever you want. I turned and walked away. Then walk to the courthouse yourself, he called after me. By the time I arrived, my ankle was badly swollen. As I rested, someone hurried over and lifted me without warning. Put me down, I protested, thinking it was Richard. Inside, a clerk asked if we were registering a marriage. No, Richard said stiffly. A divorce. Afterward, I waited for my fiancé. Valerie came over, holding her new marriage certificate. Why isn't your fiancé here? Let us take you to the hospital. I had no phone, no money, so I agreed. Outside, I carefully went down the steps. Valerie moved closer. Then she cried out and fell backward. Richard caught her instantly. Why did you push me? She asked tearfully. Without listening, Richard pulled me aside. You're unbelievable. They drove off together, leaving me alone on the steps. I looked down at my swollen ankle and smiled faintly. Because the next car pulling up was theirs. And this time, the person stepping out would change everything.